Thank you, Sarang, for that powerful demo. Humac AI clearly shows how human-centric automation can elevate employee experiences and drive real productivity across the enterprise. Now, we shift gears to the industrial front lines, where AI meets mission-critical operations. In this session, Librestream will showcase OnSite Now, an industrial AI platform that merges human and machine intelligence to support high-stakes decision-making. Built for remote collaboration, predictive support, and real-time data capture, OnSite Now empowers field teams to act faster, smarter, and with greater confidence. Leading the demo is Francois Savary, Senior Solution Architect at Librestream. With deep experience in enabling digitalization across industries, Francois brings valuable insights on how to accelerate digital transformation where it matters most. Francois and Dhanashree, over to you.
Thank you so much, AI bot, for the introduction. Hello, everyone. I'm Dhanashree. Over to you, Francois. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, and happy to be here. So all the introductions were done automatically. So now I'm going to share my screen and just do a very rapid introduction of Librestream, our solution, our company, my company. So I'm going to present you OnSite Now. It's the service intelligence platform, as the AI bot was referring, will help your workforce in different ways, namely generating more revenue and margin with the existing teams with the assistance of AI, reducing service cost, allowing you to have a faster support and service costs, and also having the ability to retain critical expertise by being able to collect knowledge from the experts. So I'm just going to go extremely rapidly here. So it will be allowing you to expand your revenue with your existing team with the assistance of AI integrated into the solution. You will be saving hours of safe jobs, typically for producing reports automatically, faster issue resolutions, and reduce downtime because you can actively and proactively interact with the solution. Experienced tech will move faster. New techs will get up to speed quickly. For the service cost, it's the same. You will cut service cost and free up your best people so that only whenever it's required and critical, you have your expert engaged. So you can have that. Same thing, customers can even handle simple issues with the self-service using the AI and what they have access to for specific knowledge. And obviously, fewer repeat visits, reduced costs of operational costs also. I'm going extremely quickly because the intention is to do a demo first. And then to retain the critical knowledge, we have the solution will allow you to actually produce step-by-step guidance and allow you to really retain the knowledge using the solution, either using within calls and assistance calls or self-serves where the expert can also record procedures, etc. So that's the global integration. So OnSite Now is a full REST API solution integrated within using Microsoft technology, a full architecture of Microsoft. So we can integrate with many services and technologies and applications. And finally, Librestream is more than 20 years old, always being on the same motto, trying to provide the knowledge where it is needed and when it is needed for field technician. And this is our portfolio of customers in the inspection and service testing. So you are able to do remote inspections in the aviation and energy and defense, where we have mainly the remote assistance support, and also in the industrial environment where we have typically OEMs providing assistance to their dealers or even to their end customers. Okay. So now I'm going rapidly to the demo. On the left-hand side here, I'm logged in in OnSite Now using my demo account for the demo company that I am in. So I'm John the Inspector working for Coxwell Sprockets. The solution can be branded. As you can see, I'm connected. You cannot see that, but I'm connected using my Entra ID. So it's only one single sign-on login. You are able to access your own calendar, and you have access to all the knowledge that you have already collected. Everything that we are doing is stored in an object called collection, or inspection, or survey, or audit, depending on your use cases. And everything you're doing is stored there. As you can see here, I can join in my calendar, I can join OnSite Now meetings, but we are also able to join Teams meetings, for example, because we are using Microsoft ACS technology, so Azure Communication Services. And so we are able also to join Teams meeting if required by your customer or depending on your use cases. So typically what we can do today is a support assistance. We have a customer asking for some support. So I can send the customer an invitation. So this is a support ticket number like that. Obviously, as I was referring, we are fully full REST API, so you are able to actually integrate using our public API in any other system. We've already done integration with ServiceNow, Salesforce, or Dynamics 365, and you are able to actually trigger these events into your own execution system. Here I can add internal contact. So my colleague Alicia, if I require her to assist me maybe into the support, or I can simply add an email to invite the person using an email, or also using a phone number, and just adding a phone number will send an SMS to the person also. You are able to schedule a meeting, so it will send a calendar invite for your customer or for your colleague, and then, or just simply a link to send to the person. You obviously can have a meeting. So this is for the support on the motorcycle. As I was referring, everything we are doing is stored in an object called collection. By default, it will be stored on your own personal collection. In this case, I will actually create a new collection specifically dedicated to that support case, and then add that to that support case. So I'm sending that invitation now. As you see, I'm using a web browser. It is compatible with any web browser. We are also providing Android, iOS, and Windows application, and it runs also on several smart glasses if required. Okay.
So, Francois, there's one question that has come up.
Yeah.
You mentioned that there are Android and iOS apps as well. So to connect or to join this meeting that is being created now, is it necessary that we have that app, or
No, not at all. Not at all. You will see how I'm connecting here on the right hand side. I will be using a web browser simply. So as you can see now, I have in my calendar the support ticket that has been addressed. So I will need to turn off my camera. Where do I do that? I'm not sure where I do that. Sorry, here. I need my camera also for the demo. Sorry for that. And here I can join the Teams meeting here. As you can see here, I'm currently speaking English. We have the ability to speak to have transcription and captions in any languages. So everybody in a call can actually speak its own language. And even though you are speaking different languages, we have a caption in one language and a transcription in one language that will be decided. So here I'm going to join using English on that side. And here I received the email for the invitation. on the right-hand side, and here I just simply click on the link and we'll join the meeting also. So it's a virtual, it's a private browser, so it takes a bit time to start. Sorry for that. As you can see here, I have the transcription has started. The captions here are set up in English because I'm speaking English. So here on the right-hand side, as you can see, I have several options to join. Either you are a colleague and you can join using your Microsoft account, or a contractor and you can join using your Microsoft account. This will allow you to have a particular access to the folders, etc., being able to access the knowledge. On the other, in the use case I am going to show you, I'm just going to join as a guest because I have a support issue with my motorcycle. I need to ask for some help, for some assistance. And so I can join as a guest, just simply providing my name. Or I can join also with a code, that is to say, on the other side, I'm able to generate a code, because if the person on the other side does not have a mobile phone or a device where he can read his email or his SMS, you can just send him a code and provide him the code by voice or by other means. Okay, so here I am the customer on motorcycle. And I can join. So here on that side, for example, I could decide to speak another language, just to show you. So as you can hear by my accent, I'm Swiss speaking French, actually. And so even though, as you can see, I can define my captions in my language in French or anything, the transcript of the code will be in English. So for us to be able to have a summary there, I will mute myself for the time being and just I have some prompting messages because it's just using the private browser. That's why we are asking each time this. So just to demonstrate that it is multilingual, je vais parler maintenant en français de l'autre côté. Et maintenant, même si je parle français, comme vous pouvez voir, l'autre côté, en bas, vous avez les sous-titres en anglais et vous pouvez comprendre ce que je dis, même si vous ne parlez pas le français. Back to English just for safety for you. Obviously, I did not show you, but we have most of the languages are available, and you can speak in any languages. Okay. So here, obviously, the person needs to. So I will turn on my camera here. Sorry, that's not the camera I wanted to turn on. It's my personal camera where I can show my face to my customer, and the person on the other side will choose. Obviously, I'm doing this both sides, so that's why you can see me on both sides. But I will turn on my camera, or if I don't know how the support person can activate my camera from the distance. And now I'm in front of my motorcycle, and I'm going to ask the person to actually get closer to the VIN number, because I want to be sure that if we had previous records of on the device. So maybe I stopped here the image. Maybe I can advance a bit more. And then from here, as you can see from the distance, I can record the video clip. So it will record actually that camera, only that camera from the customer. And I can also actually record the full session. I forgot to do that in the beginning. So I will record the full session. That is to say, all video streams, everything will be recorded also at the same time. Here I can also take a picture. So even though if the bandwidth would have been poor and the video stream would have been bad, I'm able to actually stream video in a very low resolution, but at the same time take high definition images. So even if the video and the bandwidth is poor, you are able to still take a picture and see the
This actually
hopefully
covers
this.
one of the questions that was coming up, that a lot of times, since the sites are at a very remote location, so yeah, so it creates an issue. But then yeah, I think you've answered it, Francois.
Yeah, I can only mimic it currently because, but I can, for example, set up so the bandwidth and the video resolution is automatically adapted depending on the available bandwidth. As you can see here, this is what I have. I have good connectivity on my side, but I can mimic that by stating that I don't want to stream video at high resolution. So I will provide it a low profile, and you will see my video that is streaming back to the person. As you will see that it will be actually in low resolution. So maybe I show you that here. As you can see here now on the right hand side, the video quality is of poor quality. Okay. I just want to be sure. Up. So sorry, I'm going to reverse a bit. Just want to be sure that I can read. So here, as you can see, the video on that side is not crisp at all. So that's locally. Obviously, he can see very well locally on the right-hand side, but on the left-hand side, I'm remote. I cannot see that very well. This is why I can take a picture in high definition. So I'm just retaking the same picture. And then I can see that picture. And as you can see, the picture is of high definition now. What we are doing also, we are providing automatic OCR recognition on all images. This will be automatically indexed with the images. Same thing we do with computer vision. We are doing some computer vision. All the videos also are automatically parsed into a video analyzer that will be chopping the videos and giving the scenes what is being done, etc. in these calls for future reference for the AI. So here, as you can see, I have the VIN number, and I can actually search what was done previously with this call. So I can see that there were different collections done there. I can see that. What I did not show you maybe is in the image. If I'm pinning the image, so I can actually pin the image so that it's seen from the people, and I can actually annotate on the image. Sorry, here annotate. I will take an arrow. And I can annotate here. Maybe I need to change the color because you won't see it very well. The other person on the other side can also, sorry, I'm muted. That's why it's always popping up. I can also confirm that I am okay with what the person is showing. Okay, so I confirm that. I can take a track of that so that we have a proof of acknowledgement of what has been done. Okay, so all the medias are there. Okay. Obviously, you have chat. I don't need to provide you this, but obviously we have chat. We can chat also together. I need to move that a bit. I don't know if you see that, but I have also the option to share my screen. If I need to share a document or a blueprint or something to the customer, I can also share my screen like I'm doing here now in this meeting. So you're asking where the AI is. So obviously AI is everywhere in our solution. Typically here in the chat that we have, in the captions you have here, I have an interaction button which allows me to interactively ask IDA, the industrial digital assistant, to provide me with an answer. Okay, and so in this context, it's a bit complicated in doing this demo, so I will show you how we can do that differently in other interactions with IDA. Okay, so I'm ending up the call now. Let's assume it has been resolved. The issue has been resolved. I can put an end of note call here. This was the support on the KTM, and I can submit that. And here, as I was stating, now we have this folder that has been created, and that is holding the call information. So here, maybe I can show you that here. It may be easier. So you have the call summary. So that's an AI interpreted summary of what has been discussed during the call. As you can see here, I have the ability, obviously, to edit it if it's not completely correct, because with acronyms or with some accent or something like that, you might have a misunderstanding of the words. As you can see here, I have the full recording of the call. Okay, so that's the full recording with both cameras on. As you can see, I have both cameras on of what has been said. I have access to the full transcript of the call. And even though here, as you remember, I was talking in French, it is in English in the call summary, because it is automatically stored in one language for you to be able to do reporting easily. And also, so you can see the images I took that are now available. And also, as I was stating, I am able to also record each video stream independently. And so that was only the video stream from the customer, but I could have, and that's something interesting. Typically, if you have issues in different location, I don't know, in a vessel, for example, you are in the basement or on the deck, you could have two persons in a call and record the two video streams independently. Okay. Well, we don't see that it's moving, but it is moving at some point in that call. Okay, so here I have that. I'm showing you this as being remotely done, but obviously you could do that also locally. So being able to do a subsequent visit where you need to go there, so you can proceed with a new capture and maybe have that have something there where you can record locally what you are doing and still store that in the file. Okay, so I'm just taking a picture of myself, and then whenever you are in that folder, you are able also to add voice notes. So because you can add multiple voice notes, etc. So I'm just adding these voice notes to demonstrate the capability of OnSite Now. Okay, so I can stop the recording here and I can edit that because I did not want to do that. And actually, OnSite Now is OnSite Now. So you can edit that also, as you can see. Just allows you to do so. And now that voice note is also added to that collection, to that folder, and we'll be able to provide info into that case, okay? And here I can also have a general description. So this is the general description of the support case, okay? And what is interesting, okay, sorry, I'm sorry. I did not take it. And then what you are able to do, you are able to actually generate a report based on, you can also upload files. So if you have files that are, I don't know, measures, etc., or that your customer or your colleague has provided you, you can upload videos or images also that will be compiling into that support report. And now I'm able to actually generate a customized report that will include everything that that is embedded in that folder here. And here, as you can see, so this is customizable. This is based on HTML. You can add anything on the report and customize the report the way you want. Here it includes the summary of the calls, the notes of the end of calls, the voice notes, and the images that we're taking during and outside of calls. So this can be completely customized. Okay. What also is possible here is to actually translate pages if you want. So these are some features, but we don't have that much time. So now back to AI. Sorry. So now what you have as an option, you have also the option to actually talk and chat with IDA, our AI. And this AI it's an enterprise RAG based on OpenAI technology. And it allows you to have specific and dedicated information on the documentation that you are providing. So you can decide, for example, for specific lines of businesses, for specific countries, for specific customers, you can provide dedicated information, SOPs, so standard operating procedures, instruction guide, maintenance guides, and the AI will be only focused on this documentation so that you are able then to I can show back my face. And then you are able to actually specialize the AI for certain use cases and for customers if you want. In this case, for example, I can actually simply ask IDA. So sorry, forgot to open that. I don't know why it's so slow. Up. So for example, I have a question. For example, I'm just copy pasting the question to avoid mistyping it. So typically I can ask, when did Alicia change the oil filter on the motorcycle with the VIN number? So that's the motorcycle we had. And so you can ask questions, and that's the collected knowledge, the personal and collected enterprise knowledge that has been stored into the application. And then you are able to actually see where the information, the AI will be able to replace that. So it was on the 19th of April. And here we have the source of what has been done. So I can look at there and see that the oil change filter was done. Okay, and I can see that's the file where it was done. And I can see that case. And this is the step that on April 19th, Alicia did the oil filter change on that motorcycle. So this is one of the knowledge you have. You can ask very specific questions on different parts, and you are able to do so directly discussing with IDA. So with the current version, it's in the next sprint. We will be able to talk to IDA also instead of just chatting. Same thing, you are able to actually chat within a chat with a colleague. You are able also to request assistance with the AI in case you have that. Okay. There is, I don't know, we are running out of time. I don't know, we have some questions now. So we have moderation of the AI. There is a cognitive officer role that is involved where you are able, as you can see, I can thumbs up or thumbs down the answer of the AI, etc. And there are many additional things, and happy to do a further demo if required at some point.
Yeah, so there's one question that is from the audience that is coming up. Is in the beginning of the demo, you mentioned things about it being in different languages. So
Yeah.
even you showed the demo, and so is it applicable in this chat as well?
So currently we are not. So that's a very good point. This is on our backlog to be able to actually chat in another language, and on the other side you will receive the question or the chat in the language that you decide to. So this is going to be addressed. Yes. Obviously, with the AI, you can ask for translation because AI is a large language model, so it can answer questions in any language, of course. But in the chat with colleagues or with your customers, we will be providing that feature. It's in the backlog.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, that was about the questions. Thank you so much,
Okay,
Francois, for
you're
this
welcome.
very interactive and interesting session, and how knowledge can be used in each layer of capturing
Exactly.
information for the inspection. So thank you so much for this demo.
You're welcome.
Thank you.